Good morning, traders. So how do we trade the Dow Jones today with the Bill Williams? So first things first, on the daily, and we cannot agree with this daily pin bar because that's not what happened. For some reason, my broker GT24 has got price stuck down in this bottom area here. So if we just look at a 30-minute, you'll see for some reason it's got this candle here, which is wrong. That's not how we closed. We pretty much closed up there. So if I just put a line on that, so that's kind of where we closed, and we come to the daily, you'll see we closed with a solid green candle pretty close to its high. Okay, so just keep that in mind if you are trading on GT24 or any of the other packages. Just double check that they don't have a similar kind of setup. Anyway, first things first. And again, you can see how the closing range strategy break to the upside, back to test the 38.2, and then a rally up. Okay, so that played out pretty nicely. And what we're looking for here is obviously more of the same, and that's already played out. Okay, you see how we've gapped up to the third level of targets, and now what I would expect is some kind of a pullback. Okay, so this may be a pretty common Monday trade. So in other words, you take a short off this level here of 25890 for the daily gap close. So that often does play out, but just bear in mind that it can fail. Okay, so for me, I want to see more of a pullback. So in other words, I'm not really interested in trading this trading the short off here, because there is a possibility that that doesn't play out. Okay, so I'm looking for a long, and I'm looking for a long from a better level. So, if we do come down and close a gap, that would be a great level to get long. Alternatively, if we do start moving to the upside, then there's going to be an opportunity to be long. But what I will do, what I will say is just be very careful, because we have this level of congestion here. Okay, so there's nothing more to the left. This was the, before I talk nonsense, yeah. So this was the previous high. Okay, so if we look at the daily, there is a level of congestion right over here. So this 25600, I'm just rounding it off. The actual level is 25988, but we could push up to this area here, which is 25660, or just take this inside tail here, which is pretty close to 2600. Okay, so either way, this 2600 area is an area of congestion, and you would expect some kind of profit taking off that area. Okay, and the question is, did we get it here already? So with this daily pin bar, so did we get it off there? Okay, it's 25,900, 25,890, or alternatively, are we going to get a move back the upside? Yeah. Okay, so I'm very wary of the position we're in, and I would much prefer price to be down here in this level, build a base, allow us to get in, and then anticipate a break of this level. But for me to break through a level after hours is, well, when the market's not open, pretty much, and this is just pure futures market, to break a level like that, I take it with a pinch of salt. Okay, so I am looking for longs, but I'm looking for longs lower down. So I'm not really interested in trading any longs at this level. And the one thing it does worry me about shorts is that these institutions will trade you out of the position. Okay. So So yes, I think for me, really going to wait and see what happens here. If we do start building a base and it does look like we're moving to the upside, then there will definitely be an opportunity to get long. But if I look at how things are looking at the moment if you look at on the indicators, and this is on the 12-minute, you can see we are very much overbought. We've got diversions and we've got some momentum to the downside. So either consolidation for most of the morning or a bit of a sell-off, consolidation, and then hover around this area around about 2 o'clock South African time before building a base. Okay, so yeah, I'm very wary of this. I think you've picked that up in my tone, and I want to see us. I do want to see us come and close this gap, form a base, and then move to the upside. That would be a good entry for me. I may take the shorts, but again, what I'm worried about is that the institutions would be expecting us, little retail traders, to take a short here. Okay, so it's a fairly significant level on the weekly. Yeah, so it's quite a significant area at the moment. So I would expect the retail traders to be looking for shorts, but institutions could be looking to trap you. So just be very careful. So I think for me, I'll wait and see. Okay. I am looking for longs, but I want a better entry. I don't want to be long up there, and then we come all the way down and close the gap. So watch for some consolidation, and the best way to see consolidation happening, we see the stochastics will start moving to the downside while price is just going sideways, and eventually the stochastics will hover down in the oversold territory, which will give you indication that the consolidation could be coming to an end. And then you need to watch price action to see when the bulls step in. Okay, so that's kind of my take on this at the moment. It could be a typical Monday, so just bear that in mind. So in other words, typical Monday being we just go sideways in this little zone here for the whole day until the US Open, and then we get a quick squirt down and then a continuation to the upside. One thing for sure, that if we do break above this 25,600 area, we are going to get a fairly strong move up. Okay, so we do get through this 2600 area. The potential for a move all the way back to test the previous highs is fairly strong. Okay, so that's my take on this at the moment, and it's very much one of be careful, and let's see what happens. A good way of doing this would be to watch the 5 or 6 minutes if you've got time today. Otherwise, just pay attention to the hour and wait for a better entry. So in other words, wait for a pullback. It could either be to test the previous high of Friday, or we could get a gap close. Okay, the fact that there were buyers here at the close is just another, it's just another warning bell if you're looking for shorts. People were buying just before the weekend, so you can see this down here was profit taking, but then you've got buyers stepping in here. For what purpose? Okay, so you always got to ask yourself that. Anyway, oscillators, everything's indicating that we're going to get some kind of a pullback, and I think that's what I'm waiting for. So I'll wait for a decent pullback, or alternatively, if we do start consolidating and start moving the upside, but I'm not going to take that before the US opens. So the US will need to open that first half hour to 45 minutes of trading of the US Open needs to finish before I start looking to see if it's going to break the upside, because I'm very wary of this. Okay, so yeah, be careful, keep those stops tight, and if you are looking to take this short scalp, whatever you do, keep that stop very tight, because it could trap you quite horribly. And what I mean by that is you could get a massive move in the Europe session to the upside, and then all of a sudden move back down to the downside. Just be careful. Okay, so that's kind of my take on the Dow Jones for this morning. Probably a lot of indecision, but you just got to trade what you see. And for me right now, everything is warning me that we're at a level. We've got diversions, we've got stochastic group to the upside, and it's pretty much on the half hour and the 1 hour, and I think even not so much the 4 hour, but definitely the 1 hour. Okay, and when you see this kind of stuff happening here, and you're at a level, that's not an area to go long. Okay, you want this thing to come back, either test this breakout or close a gap, but you just want it to pull back, then consolidate, give you your price action off a 12 or 6 or 5 or 10 or 15 minute chart, and only then do you want to look to get into this. Okay, but it's definitely, trend is up. You're looking for longs. You're just looking for longs from a better position from where we are now. Anyway, guys, that's my take on the Dow at the moment. Hope it helps. Keep those stops tight and stay safe. Enjoy your day. I'll catch you later. Cheers.